Hello and welcome to episode 9 of ghostgalknitspodcas. I'm Ghost, also known as Sarah. Oh my lord, it's been a crazy past couple of weeks. So 2 weeks ago, I did do a live stream. Just no one showed up for it when I tried to upload it because I had music going. I was getting copyrights. Ugh. So from now on, my live streams will be on mixer.com/ghostgal. I'll leave a link down in the description at the end. That's going to be because my Streamlabs OBS is already set up for Mixer. My stuff's already set up on Mixer from previous streams, well, previous game streams, but it's already set up, so it's going to be a lot quicker for me just to hit go live, and away we go. So that's where you will find the live streams from now on. I'm thinking on days I don't do a recorded podcast, so every other Monday, I'm going to do a live stream maybe. Don't know yet. So, I've actually gotten a lot of new things over the past couple of weeks. Well, month to be more exact. And I actually have finished objects. Yay! So, one of the first things I got was I actually found a new planner system that's ADHD friendly. For those of you who don't know me personally, I do have ADD. Not fun some days, but I do have it, which explains which probably may explain some things, and why I have a tendency to chit-chat a little fast. So, I actually recently found the bullet journal. This one, I just started it, it says last month, but I technically started it this month, but this goes till August, so. And I am loving the system so far. Granted, if I actually pay attention to it, and not game all day, because that has a tendency to happen a little too often. Now, let's get on to new stuff I have bought over the past month. So, over the past month, I have been buying things. I know, why are you buying things? Because there's just things I've been wanting to buy. So one thing I actually bought these little project bags. This company is really good. Even my mom said these are done well. So I have two of them. I have a shawl one and a sock one. Or as I'm calling it, these are actually mainly holding yarns for me while I work on loom projects. We'll get more into loom projects in a minute. And then I got these. I have two of these. The other one's buried in the basket right now. But these are called skein wranglers. So these are made by Cottontail Farms VA on Etsy. I will leave a link in the description for them. And oh my lord, I wish I had bought these sooner. So for one of these, it's $8.99. It's a little pricey, but it might seem a little pricey, but you get stretchy fabric. And the bags, the small one was $25 and the bigger one was $35. Again, my mom's like, Mom, I showed my mom the bags. She was like, how much? I was like, $25. She's like, she's not charging enough. That's what my mom said. They're not, it's like, that's a good deal. And she has so many different bags. Oh my lord. So my mom wants a new makeup case for Christmas. I'm thinking of getting her one of those bags, one of the sock sacks to use as a makeup case for when she goes traveling to her cousins, which more on that because yeah, we'll get into. So Uh, oh, I also got a new set of long looms. But originally I had the boy long looms. I finally had it. I wasn't working on projects as much as I would like because I'd have to let my hands rest. So the boy long looms, one, they were notorious at destroying my fingers. Particularly this one because it was using my leading finger. And then, I mean, I did. So, do I have one? Yes. I do have one. So, luckily I still have. So, this is the boy long loom. As you can see, oops, here we go. I'll give everyone a milk. As you can see, there's a little groove right here. So, that little groove kept the yarn from going over most of the time. I still had times where it went over, it didn't go over. Fun, fun, fun. So, that little groove keeps the yarn from going over with the bottom loop, which I don't think I have anything right now on the hooks, on the looms that, so yeah, that would, but the problem is you'd have to go picking into that to get the yarn out, and oh, sorry, I got a hot rod drag weekend showing up in the background. Looks like they're showing the cleanup process of drying out the track right now. Yes. So, so basically, I would have to go picking in there, and oh my lord, there was times where I thought my fingernails were, okay, that's just a problem. We're going to the side of my fingernails we're gonna lift off using these. It caused a lot of pain. Not fun. So now I'm using the loops and threads, which I already use for my hats. Which actually I got one right back here. So this one's gonna be easiest to show. So now I'm using loops and threads, which doesn't have the notch. It instead just has the top where it keeps, and it's just so much easier. It's a lot nicer on my hands. Because I'll be showing you a blanket on where I've also been transferring over some projects to a little bit easier time. So, okay. So I'll show you the projects in my whips. Works in progress. Because I think, no, I don't have to dig out one of them. Okay. So my first works in progress is going to be, this is from my mom's cousin Paula. No guarantee she's gonna like it. So, but before I sew up this end, I will be turning this inside out once I completely cast off on this side. I'm only on my second color change here. So what I'm using for this is, so I'm using Karen X Penton in Dang Gray, and I'm using the same thing in Coconut Cream. I think these colors look absolutely amazing together. Oops, here we go. Okay, let's fix that with a little tug and pull. So this is how it's turning out. I don't know if her cousin's gonna like it. If she doesn't, it might jump around family members. It might go up on Facebook for family members to look at, like, hey, anyone want this? If not, this will be sold in the shop. Oh, I actually had to buy another thing. So these come in hanks, where you had to ball wind them. Well, so I had to buy a yarn swift to be able to ball wind these. And it was, so it's a little rough going. I think I need to add a little bit of beeswax or something to it, so because when it's under load, it doesn't spin as freely as I want it to. But once you're in like the last little bit, it spins amazing. It's like, okay, that's happening. See that, or I just don't have the positioning right. So there's some stuff I'm still working out on how to use. But I also want to get a different style of ball winder in the future. Stay. So that's how that's. Oh, here's another. So this is another. You guys, this is Cora's blanket. I've actually ripped this apart recently, and I put it onto a different loom. I put it onto a smaller loom than I originally had on my 22-inch orange loom from Boy, but now I have a 22-inch that's green that I have another project set for already. It's just that one's not going to get any use, and that's not going to happen till I get a really, really good yarn sale. Because the yarn I'm using, according to the package, is 104 yards. But according to the website, it's 194 yards. So I don't know which one to believe, but I know I'm going to need about 12 balls. I have one ball right now, so I can either do an order online and pick up in store, or order 3 packs and have them sent here to the house. I'm thinking of doing the 3 packs because that'll give me 1 extra ball. But again, most of the stuff is I won't know until I have it casted on to see how long the ball is going to be, how long that ball will take me. So this is going. This is getting, it's almost back to the original length. I'm almost through the yarn I had torn apart and pulled. I did have to do some snipping in order to work out some of these knots because they weren't going to come out easily. And trying to pass this monstrosity through a little bitty witty hole, no thank you. So it was easier for me just to snip the yarn, let's say about yay long. Yeah, about yay long. Leave a nice tail here and just go in on this side and just string that through. So I think I have about 4 different knots in here from doing that. And so, but it's a cat blanket. Oh, speaking of cat blankets, we do have over here, there is Peanut Gallery. She's back. It's getting chill. So, she's back. But not, yeah. So, my next biggest hurdle on this particular blanket is actually going to be this. Is my next little knot, per se, courtesy of trying to center pull this. So what I might end up doing is snipping again. Snipping this, because this end's already, I just have a little bit of detangling to do, but it's already coming undone. So this might end up just getting plopped down at my feet or something. Then, because there's the, that's stuck. Yeah, that's a knot in there. So I think I'm going to do the, I'm going to finish up what I have here today. snip this, stuff this back in, and go from this end from now on. And do this as an outside pull. Just because it looks like if I do it as an outside pull, it's going to come undone a lot easier. So I have 3 more balls of this. So if it gets if this gets too crazy knotted up, I'll think of something. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do with that, just for 1, my sanity, 2, and well, my sanity. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do with that. Next on the projects list to show is Mom's blanket, which is getting long. So this is getting longer now. So this yarn is discontinued, which I'm really sad for, because if I had known it was going to be discontinued, I would have bought a bunch more of this to have on hand. Whoa. What's whoa? Okay, there we go. That was an totally unnecessary knot forming. So I did manage to get so originally I bought 4 balls for this, thinking 4 balls should be enough. That was about 900 and something yards. Do not ask me what the stitch count is on this. I think I did 100 and something stitches here. So, yeah. As you can tell, I'm on my... So, this is how it's turning out. Turning out pretty good. And as I've learned with blankets, no matter... They always end up just a little pulley at the bottom, because the bottom is single crochet, then you go on to double, so it's a little more tight down there. But I'm fine with that. So, yeah. So with this, she's going to have a huge block of blue, because one of my centers is blue, whereas on the other 3, they're all purple centers. So she's going to have a huge block of blue, which I'm almost positive she's going to hate, which is going to be huge. And then she's going to have a pretty good block of purple. So luckily for me, this one is not a lot of purple. So you can see here that there's some purple in the middle, but it's not a whole lot, which is perfect, because I'm going to have this huge thing of purple. So that's going to work out perfectly, and then we'll be back to the regular centers. So, like I said, I'm hoping that 6 balls of yarn will be enough for this. If not, it might end up being a little short. Fine with me. Mom will think of something. And also, this ball's almost gone, so. So this is going to go back down there. Mom's bag's getting worked on. I don't think I'm going to give Mom and Christy bags this Christmas. I think I'm going to save them for next Christmas, just because I have quite a few things I'm giving them this Christmas already. I'm giving hats, scarves, Mom's getting a makeup bag, so it's like, it's just like, yeah, it's just, yeah, so. Back to the whips. So, give it up. And if it seems like I have 2 of the same loom, it's because I do. I have 2 of the same loom. I believe this one... Yeah. So this one I bought last winter and love it. So, there we go. Okay, so that's there. So here we're using a Yarn Bee sugar wheel, and this one is, if I can get it to focus, is Shirley Sugar Plum. And this is the colors. This is really cute. So I'm not working on this one right now just because I went crazy ham on another sugar wheel. And so it's like I'm not working on it as much. I have it casted on. I have a little bit done, but I burnt myself out on sugar wheels for a couple of weeks. So it's casted on. It's going. It's just not what I'm working on. Because right now I'm working on Mom's blanket, Cora's blanket, that scarf, which I go at it. I got some stuff that's I'm thinking there's some stuff that has to get fixed once it's finished. If not, I get to kind of tear the whole thing apart and redo it, which I really don't want to do. Next, there we go. Next works in progress is, so this one got torn apart also and recasted on to a different loom, which I'm actually working on taking care of this, all the extra flash, just because it's not smooth. It doesn't, yeah, I'm working on taking care of it. So I'm working on taking care of that. This one will hopefully be done at some point in time. I still have a bit more from the original from the original tear apart to put on to do, so this one is another one it's going. I'll have it done by Christmas, hopefully. See. Oh yes, this is another works in progress. I just keep this one in here. So in here right now, this is what I'm working on. I know lots of ends that will need to get woven in at the end. So at the end, I'll probably take, this is my smallest hook. This was bought recently too because I finally got some, well, I need it for the sock yarns in this that are going to become a blanket, which I also need the yarn swift for. And I got some smaller sock yarn upstairs. So this one is a 3.5 millimeter. I probably should have just used my 4 millimeter right here, but I didn't want to. I have it in case I have trouble with this one. I'll just switch to the 4. But I should be fine. I'm getting pretty good at crochet. Good at finding where my holes are. I'm not as tight as I used to be. So that should be fine. I'm just going to have to get used to a smaller hook. That's about it. Because right now, the hooks I'm used to using are my 5.5 millimeter and my 5 millimeter. Those are the 2 hooks I'm basically used to using right now. But, so what I'm doing with this is every 6 rows is a color change. And this is on my mini loom, which is why it fits so nicely in my bag. So every 6 rows is a color change. And this is the Yarn Bee Sweet Minis Ruby Roo. Go. So this is 300 yards. I'm on red right now. I'm taking a break from this because it's a fun work on. It's fun. But if I'm gonna do this next time, I think there's some other there's some other sweet mini colors that I want to play with. So I will play with those at some point. But next time, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go for the 100 yards of each color and just do 3 gigantic blocks of colors, just for my sanity for one. So that's how that's gonna go. Ooh, here's a. So this is a finished object that decided to become unfolded. So, well, it's finished in the case of it's off the loom, but I still have ends to weave in and ends to snip. So this is a snip end, this is a weave in. I'm hoping I have enough. If not, I've got some here I can take from and tie on and do all that fun jazz. So this one is Yarn Bee. This one's another, this is my other sugar wheel one I did. This is grape. Come on, focus. Okay, it's not going to focus. So this is Grape Jamboree. And this one, I did this in a week. I just went on it like crazy. So, which is probably why I'm not really in a big color mood change right now. I mean, I worked on Mom's blanket like crazy also, so I'm kind of taking a break from that and just working on Cora's stuff. So this one may or may not end up in the store. I don't know yet. I got a couple of things that might end up in the store that I'm working on. So yeah. But like I said, if stuff ends up in the store, it ends up in the store. Nothing I can do. So I'm actually trying to keep stuff around 30 minutes, just again for my sanity. And you'd be amazed what can become fidget toys. I think that's all I have to chat about today. I know, not as much as I usually have to chat about, but... Oh, actually another chatty thing. So, at the end of the month, so over the next few months, the podcast might become scarce. Well, because I'm starting up my seasonal job soon. And I have to be up at 4 a.m. for that. So if stuff becomes scarce or something, itchy nose. Why is it always? So if you notice that I'm not uploading every couple of weeks like I had planned, then that's because I was too tired to do it, or I might. But like I said, next week I think I'm going to try out the live stream on Mixer, see how that goes, because they're a little kinder to having music in the background. I actually don't have anything playing today, which is why I'm playing with other stuff. So, yeah, I think that's about it. So I will see you guys hopefully next week for the live stream again. The script, so I will put Contails link will be in the description below. If you definitely need a skein wrangler or a project bag, They have a lot of different things. A lot. So that'll be in the description below. My mixer will be in the description below. We're going to be using that for live streams just because it's a lot easier. Because when you set up a live stream on YouTube now, it's no longer just plug and play. You have to get, they change your security key every single time. So every time you go live, you have to get your new security key. And once you get that, you have to go into your settings on your OBS, put that in, click go live a couple of times in order to make sure it's going to the right thing. It's nasty. It's not fun. So with Mixer, actually I had to log into my Mixer because I need to get my new security key. I should probably do that. I gotta do that. So okay, so that's it. And until next time, happy knitting, happy crocheting.